Hi everyone, this is Serena from Sun Moon Tarot 222. This is a soulmate and twin flame reading. I'm going to pull I'm just going to get right in. I have a special on private readings right now, so go ahead and take a look at the description. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, watching, and subscribing to my channel. I am so happy to be on here. I can't even express to you just how amazing it feels to be able to take what I've learned on this journey and then share it with everybody. It's honestly saving me. I'm able to serve now. And I don't use that lightly. I've worked in service jobs in the public sector, in the nonprofit sector, my whole adult life. And that's always felt really good, but this feels totally different. And I'm so happy to be on here and just to be guiding you in any way possible. So thank you so much for allowing me to do that and welcoming me to YouTube and welcoming me. Your comments have been so beautiful and everybody has been so lovely and nice. So I really, really appreciate that. But I'm going to jump right in and not get too sappy. So I'm going to pull some guiding messages and then we're going to jump in. Spirit wants to communicate to me through these guiding messages first. I'm always feeling just nudged to do that, and then I take the reading on from there. We'll look at shared energy, how do they feel about you, what they might be challenged with at this time, what they want you to know, what they need from you, what action they may take this week, and what you should do, and what advice from Spirit is to you. Okay, let's get right in. So Spirit, this overall message from Spirit for twin flames and soulmates. We have miracles. Beautiful. This is from Universal Love Oracle deck. Then we have from Angels and Ancestors. Oh, two. We have the High Priestess. Beautiful. Harness mystic power. Woo! And we have move beyond ancestral patterns. Okay, so three very, very mystical energies right here. Wow. Spirit is wanting you, the listeners, to really focus beyond and up, okay? And out, okay? Spirit wants you to expand beyond what you are thinking and feeling about your connection. Also, let's not get caught up on labels. If you're in doubt that it's your twin, if you're not, if you're going back and forth, that's all a part of the journey. I'm not ever one to say that it is your twin or not your twin, but whatever the case is, if it's a soulmate, a catalyst, a divine partner, whatever it is, a twin flame, Spirit is telling me to tell you to don't worry about any of that shit right now. But whatever difficult energy that you're experiencing, move beyond that. Expand from that place. So use the intensity of that connection, that intense energy that you're feeling, in order to expand outward and beyond and upwards. Hear what I'm saying? This is an important message. I'm going to read the miracles description. The challenges you face now are crucial to your future success. Sometimes things are tipped on their head so you can view them from a fresh perspective. A cycle ends, a new one begins, and with a new start, a miracle unfolds. Exactly. So this is, I already know what, I don't know what's going to come out, but, I'm always actually surprised, but I have a hunch. An unexpected or chance event brings a welcome consequence. This could probably be in love or life in general. Allow yourself to marvel, to wonder, to be amazed, and you can step out of the mundane and into a flow of miracles. A train, the rain, and a bird's refrain can mark a dreary commute or a blissful pursuit. The miracle is in the eye of the beholder. Be poised to behold. You can be and have what your soul desires. Life is a miracle. Every moment is a blessing. A moment can be all it takes for everything to change for the better. Amazing. Exactly. So it's taking the challenge and finding some good in it and just going with that, right? Just going with that. Any goodness that you can find in whatever tough obstacle or whatever you're experiencing right now, use that and harness it and move past it. This says harness mystic power. Ask for your help from your ancestors and angels. Tap in, get quiet, maybe be with animals right now. And then perhaps think about what you're experiencing, the mundane, as a pattern that you've inherited and learned and acquired from seeing your elders interact with the world in a similar way. Nothing against your elders. In fact, this is a message from your elders saying, okay, we know what we may have imparted on you and instilled in you, but you have an opportunity now. The divine has given you an opportunity, especially with the twin flame journey. This is a golden nugget of a gift. This is your opportunity. Here it is. Harness it and break the patterns. This is basically your elders saying, don't do what we did. Do something different. Be better. Not that they weren't great. I'll read the message from them from this book later. They literally say, sorry that we effed it up for you. You can be different. You don't have to be like us. I just think that's great. How humble they are when they move on. They're like, we know we fucked up. We know we might have given you, passed on some bad, patterns and don't do that anymore. Do your own thing. All right, Spirit. What is the shared energy between the listener and their partner right now, their divine partner? Let's kick it off with the Death card, Transformation for John Holland. clarify with a Rider-Waite spirit, shared energy. We have the Page of Wands. Amazing. This is all making a lot of sense. Both of you are experiencing a transformation. Something happened. It was probably propelled by this push for people finding their own self-worth and saying, like, you know, I don't want to go in this direction that everybody else has gone in, like falling in love and getting caught up in a relationship or in a strong connection, perhaps, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But can strong love relationships also be constricting or binding when it comes to self-discovery? You could just not be ready, right? There's nothing wrong with being in such a strong relationship or a strong connection, but if it's holding you back from finding what moves you and what makes you align with your mission, then it's holding you back. And so something needed to end. Woo! Nonetheless, wow. That's beautiful. These just flew out. You are both communicating in the 5D. Oh, that is so beautiful. So if you were questioning, maybe you're questioning the connection. Maybe since something is ending and you're focusing more on yourself, maybe you're not feeling your twin as much as concretely. You know, maybe you're not talking at all. Maybe you're in separation. And honestly, most likely you're in separation or you wouldn't be watching this reading. Because I'm going to name it something along the line. So, twin flamey. But this is a confirmation that, all right, you are both feeling, because this is shared energy, you're both wanting to reach out to each other in the 5th dimension. You're both trying to get messages across. Yay! And we have Observer. So you're both in the Observer. Neither of you are moving super quickly towards each other in the 3D right now because you have shit to do. You have other things to be focused on right now. Besides the connection. And I know I don't mean to yell at you, but I'm actually really happy for you that this is the energy. And that this is the energy. Huh. I'm not surprised at all for all of the crazy cosmic shifts that are happening. That these are the cards that are coming out for shared energy. If you don't think that if you doubted that your partner was feeling this type of energy, this is confirmation that they are feeling it, that they are acknowledging that this is a spiritual connection that's going beyond what's happening in the 3D. They're acknowledging the importance of having something end and transform in order to come in alignment with themselves. And they're working hard on filling in that blank, like filling in that question mark. Beautiful. That's really nice. So how do they feel about the listener spirit? How do they feel about the person who's watching? Too many. Even though those flew out like fireworks on the 4th of July. 1 card spirit. Oh, we have 5 of Cups, emotional loss. They're feeling some sort of loss in their heart space. Which is probably why they have to. How do they feel, Spirit? How do they feel about the listener? Ace of Wands. When things end in the 3D, or put on pause, we definitely feel it in our heart. And so it makes sense that that energy previously came out for communication in the 5D. I don't feel, if I can just speak, as an example, I don't feel it's the right time to speak to my counterpart in the 3D right now. There's tons of things that I want to say, so I write letters and I don't send them. And I feel an emotional loss. So I ask my angels, make sure they get a message that I love them. Please send them signs. In whatever way, their guide wants to give that message, or my angels want to give their guides that message to give to them, whatever that is that's what it is. I can't control that, what that looks like, but all I can do is ask, right? The loss is making them feel very passionate. They're wanting a fresh, passionate beginning. They want to put all the drama aside, because their heart is, like you can see in this picture, sorry for the glare, his heart space, his heart chakra is going crazy, right? And so that can make them feel very passionate and perhaps really thinking about or feeling what it would be like to be with you again. Passionately speaking. However that resonates for you. How do they feel about the listener, Spirit? Beautiful. Recognition. Even though there's some separation, they feel seen by you. Like we just want people to see us for who we are and what we have to offer. And this is a confirmation that they do see you. They recognize you, and they know that you recognize them. That's how they feel. They feel recognized. They felt seen. Wow. This came out a lot for fire signs. Pause. So we have in their heart space that, there was a halt in the connection somehow. Or maybe they're feeling lost, that there was a pause and that maybe they aren't actually feeling totally recognized right now. And this could be because they're settling. Perhaps they went back to somebody, and what that feels like is that they're settling. I really feel that that's them. Oh yeah, that's how they feel. What's one more card? What is the settling card here for, Spirit? Offer. getting a message that how these two things are relating is that once there's an offer, things will settle down between the two of you. That's really it. Huh. Next, we're going to look at challenges. So what challenges are they facing right now? What challenges may they be facing right now? So we have emotional withdrawal. They're just not wanting to deal with something right now. What challenges, Spirit? And we have the Hangman. This is similar to pause. They're settling in their life. They're not coming forward. They want to. They know that that's what would be something that would solidify your connection, but they're challenged right now because they have to somehow pull away. But they're thinking about the connection. We have inner child. So they could be dealing with inner child wounding at the moment. What are their challenges? Solitude. Wow. A lot of cards indicating or really showing that they're needing to be alone. Everybody is alone in all of these pictures, right? They're alone and they're thinking and they're pondering and they're illuminated and they're going in, tapping into their inner child, which is beautiful. We have understanding. Wow. Exactly. What are they understanding, Spirit? What are they understanding? What are they understanding? We have deception. So it's like they're giving themselves a timeout. They're feeling bad about something. They're feeling guilty about something that they did. That hurt you. Like, their head is down. They're understanding that what they did hurt you. They understand that they deceived you, and they're challenged with coming towards you. Perhaps you cut them off, but they feel really bad and they're needing to take some time. They're not sure what all of this is, what this means, or maybe they've done behavior like this before. Maybe they've gotten away with deceiving people before, perhaps getting close to people and then not committing before, but they were able to get away with it. But for some reason with you, that's not the case. And they're starting to see the error of their ways. What is this deception card about, Spirit? And these are big, big lessons for them. Where before, in other connections, they didn't learn lessons, probably because the other people didn't hold them accountable for their actions. And perhaps the other people didn't set boundaries and say, no, like, I'm not going to put up with that. I'm better than that. I deserve better. You can't go around treating people like that. Like, you're teaching them a lesson. And maybe you didn't do it in a harsh way, but maybe you just said, you know what, this isn't for me. Thank you. I love you, but no thank you. Like, I'm not gonna be a karmic partner, right? I'm gonna help you break the cycle because you're breaking your own cycle. When you move beyond your ancestral patterns, when you move beyond what you maybe saw, what your ancestors allowed to happen in relationships, again, not like those were bad choices, but you are deciding to do something else and pave a different way and get people to see your worth, then it changes. It could, and especially if it's your twin, or if this is a soul, a divine partnership, you changing the pattern is also helping your twin change the pattern because the connection is so significant. Because you take your partner along with you. So if you keep on allowing your partner to repeat their own toxic patterns by allowing them to do it, by repeating your own toxic patterns, then nobody's pattern breaks. Miracles cannot happen. Mystic power cannot be harnessed. You got them thinking now. What do they want you to know? If they could communicate to you right now, if they could say anything to you, what do they want you to know? Well, we have the Nine of Swords here. Suffering in silence. They may want you to know that even though you don't see them suffering, that they are. They're very much affected by what is happening. What do they want you to know? What do they want the listener to know, Spirit? You are the world to them. They feel like, well, they're suffering because you mean the world to them and they weren't treating you or as such. Right? They weren't treating you as if they thought the world of you. I don't know what happened. But now they're saying, I'm suffering because you're the world to me, and you mean the world to me, and I'm not super open to expressing or showing you how I'm feeling because I'm ashamed and I just have to get through this shit on my own. I need time by myself. So, what do they want the listener to know, Spirit? What do they want the listener to know? The answer is yes and crossroads. So they want you to know that they're making a decision. They are at a crossroads. They recognize that they're at a crossroads. I mean, they wouldn't be in such turmoil or they wouldn't have to go inside to explore their interworkings unless they really felt strongly about you and unless they really felt like there was a decision to make, right? That's crossroads is a decision. Ooh. and we have union. Well, they're suffering, right? They think the world of you. This is beautiful, you guys. And this is the current energy. I don't know if they'll move in this direction, but they're saying yes to the decision to be with you, to come into union. Congratulations if this is happening right now. I know we might be seeing this now, but it's not happening yet. So, what else do we have here, Spirit? Metamorphosis. So they see that making the decision to move towards you, it would be life-changing for the better. It's not the tower, it's not the destruction card, it's metamorphosis. So it's change for, like, in a really beautiful way. Like a butterfly. A butterfly goes through some pretty unattractive phases before it gets to becoming a butterfly, which is, perceived as beautiful, right? Wow. I'm going to pull some twin flame messages for what they want you to know. So what do they want the listener to know, Spirit? What do they want the listener to know? If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. Yeah, if they knew that you were their twin, right? Then they wouldn't have screwed up. It's easier to just stay away right now. Yeah. They're figuring something out. So sorry. So sorry, everybody. Hold on 1 second. Oh my God. That scared me just as much as it scared you. I am so sorry. Oh. Oh my gosh. What's one more message, Spirit? Maybe we're just too different. Okay. So the current energy right now might be that they're thinking that not like we're just too different it could be like whatever happened, we didn't see eye to eye, therefore let's blame it on the fact that we're different. And lots of twins are actually different. We won't get into that. We won't get into that at all right now, but you might have different interests, you might be from different backgrounds. Or it could be like, maybe we're just not on the same page right now. That's what I think it is. So what do they need from you? What do they need from you right now? Are you kidding me? Wow. The 10 of Cups. Firm foundation. What I'm hearing is that they need for you to believe that they love you and they see potential, and they're very concerned with having a firm foundation for this connection to be built on. They really see they're just so fulfilled by you, and they need you to really recognize and this is what, Spirit wants to bring to you now, for whoever is watching this and resonating with this message, that they really want you to know that your person thinks this way about you or feels this way about you and needs this from you in whatever way that you can communicate. I'm not saying reach out to them. Only you can know when the best time for you to do that is. But what do they need from the listener? Only you know that. But that's what they feel. They need your love. They need your boundless love, your unconditional love. They need you to recognize that you are from the same tribe. They need you to continue to grow and learn your lessons that you need to learn. They need your admiration, and they need you to know that they admire you. Wow, that's beautiful. There's a lot of recognition here. There's an importance to feel recognized by the other, by you. And there's family is extremely important to them. They're saying that they see you as their soul family, perhaps. And that's something that they're learning right now. They're learning to also love themselves and want you to love yourself and learn your lessons. So what action might they take this week, Spirit? What action might they take this week? We have trapped in fear, the Eight of Swords. Wow. Bottom of the deck was just the Eight of Swords that flashed. What action might they take this week? Three of Pentacles. Because they're trapped in fear, they might be just needing to go through the motions of their own life. They need to feel some sort of semblance of routine, continuity. This doesn't tell me at all that they're wanting to come together with you to work as a team. This is more like routine, okay? Since they're trapped in fear, they need to fall back on what is comfortable and what is routine for them. That was a pretty clear and straightforward message. So what action might they take this week, Spirit? But, as we saw, union energy is there. Wow, shadow work. Beautiful. They're going to do some work because they're trapped in fear. They're in a prison, and they're also bored by they're bored by their routine. Pause. So the action that they'll take is a pause, right? Maybe on the connection. Cycles. Couldn't be more clear. This is actually a very, very, very clear reading. They're really understanding, though, what is happening with cycles, and it's so clear that you two are both, while you're letting cycles end in your going to your corners, that this message is from Spirit saying, this is the time for you to really take to yourself to really start making miracles happen. I mean, we have High Priestess, who is like the magician of the feminine power, right? And we have miracles, and then our elders cheering us on and saying, like, keep busting through the patterns. So what's more advice from Spirit? So this, I feel like I kind of infuse advice throughout this whole reading, but deliberately, here we are. What should you do this week? What does Spirit advise that you do? Advice, Spirit. Amazing. Have fun. Have fun. Like, let loose. It's like, maybe just let miracles happen. Maybe your family were, they were always focused so much on work, and they regret not having fun. I got that message just now. Maybe they regret actually not relaxing more and having fun. And like, we all need a break this week, let's be honest. We all need a break. How can you harness your power also if you're out of energy? So this is saying, just like, relax and have fun. Ooh. Yes. Exactly. Let things manifest. Let things happen. Let those miracles come in. Just let it happen. Let it happen. That's the message. Have a good time. Have the world. Take on the world. Like, what should they do? Think about how you might be settling and push beyond that. Because you have the free will, you don't have to settle. You can move beyond. This is beautiful. Self-worth. Love yourself. This is amazing. This is really beautiful. I am really, really this message tonight was like, these messages are so clear and concise and just not very complicated at all. I'm going to pull some romance angels for you all, though. Romance angels, what are the most important messages for the listener? Most important messages for the listener. Romance angels. I wanted something to come out. Oh, that's too many. Okay, we have one flipped over. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Wow. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. We clearly saw that, engagement is on the mind of your partner. There's union energy there. Like, the connection can be, and I have to tell myself this, remind myself of this, the connection can still be moving forward without movement in the 3D. With patience. With some paying attention to what you need to heal. Letting go of your own control over the situation, your need to control the situation, any addictions, anything that gets in the way of you having a quote-unquote healthy, positive connection with your counterpart, because something else is in the way, right? Because something else is interfering with that. It just could be your needs, your unmet needs, right? That creates codependency. And again, codependency is, this is a message for the listener. Codependency is sneaky. It is needing to be needed, right? So if you're obsessing over your connection, and I don't mean to trigger anybody here, but if you're watching so many readings and you're very closely watching the energy of your counterpart, and I've been hit with some pretty hard energy, so I've been kind of doing my own readings and looking at my favorite readers and all of that, so I'm not, totally exempt from this message, okay? But relying too much on your partner needing you is codependency. You don't need to be needed. You need to be loved, but you don't need to be needed. Right? You don't need to be needed. You don't need your cup to be filled because somebody else needs you. You want your cup to be filled because you fill it up yourself. And like I said, your connection could be ascending, but you might not be feeling that, but that could be very well be the case. So I love you all. This was a pretty clear message. I didn't have to go too deeply into anything. This is like, I know that the union energy is there. It's very clear that your partner loves you and wants this connection and holds it very highly. And is communicating with you in the 5D. But just be patient, okay? And just wait for the miracles to happen. And I'm going to keep on doing that as well. Have a wonderful evening. Love you. Bye.